Alright, so I'm on the set of Lydia's video shoot. I'm not gonna say exactly what we're doing. You just gonna have to wait and see. But yeah, this is my first vlog and let's get into it. Alright. Happy New Year! First and foremost, my name is Dominique Infano and I'm the owner of D-Lens Photography and Visual Arts. I wanted to start a YouTube simply for people like me who is trying to take this creating thing, this video thing, whatever you're trying to do from 2020 in the realm that I'm in. I wanted to give you a space where it's not this real stuffy situation, right? And I just wanted to talk to you. All right, so let's get into the video. So I was asked to film a dance visual / pregnancy announcement. So a woman named Lydia Young, we are from the same program at the University of Louisiana at Lafayette. Go Cajuns. And she inspires me so much. She's a very precise and disciplined dancer and choreographer. Working with her is always a joy. And whenever she hit me up about it, of course, I wanted to do it, right? Also, too, this was my first, like, real paid experience. So I really wanted to, like, really deliver, right? So I set up my vlog camera, which is the camera that I normally use. It's a Canon Eos T6, and it's in the Rebel series. I do have a battery grip just because I enjoy the fact that it's just a little bit bigger. Okay, and I put it on my tripod that I just recently got. Shout out. Anyways, and I use my 18-55 lens. This is the starter kit lens, but it's actually my favorite. I prefer that one over my nifty 50. Sorry guys. Just because I'm a real creative person and I like the range that the 18-55 gives me. That's not to say that you can't do a dance visual with a nifty 50. It's just for me personally, I enjoy the fact that I can zoom in, zoom out. You can get certain details, you can't. And with the 50, like, it's literally just 50. You know, so maybe that's what it is. I don't like the fixedness. Maybe that'll be in another video. Just so y'all can see, like, the range. Maybe I could do, like, a comparison video just to see that. But anyways, getting back on topic. So, and I filmed the entire thing, though, on a Nikon D7500. I did use a stabilizer and a monitor as I was using it. I can put that all down below as well. What I want to say on my first video is the simple fact that I can put everything that I use and how my process went, which I will be explaining in this video. But what I will say is that starting out, I thought that it was so important to get all kind of tips. I was very eager to learn what everybody was doing, right? And not to say that I'm still not learning, but what I will say is that as a creative, you need to find your lane and you need to find your voice and you need to find what you're trying to say or what you're trying to do and stick with that and go along with that so that you can create what you want to create. Okay, I feel like that's why I love art, because art lets you create the things that are in your head, right? So how I edit the video, it's not going to be how you're going to edit the video, or how I lay down the paintbrush. It's not how you're going to lay down the paintbrush. So don't think that you have to copy everything that I did for Dammn Baby, the visual, because if you had the same amount of time, the same equipment, it would be something totally different. So that's all I'm trying to say. Just make sure that regardless of me putting everything down in the description, you should go and explore and see what it is you're trying to say or what you're trying to do. If it's for fun, if it's for professional work, either way, you should just be creating, okay? Definitely don't stop creating. The clip itself was not long. It was about a minute long, so the dancers weren't exhausted, and Lydia could do it a bunch of times. Still being pregnant, still going full out, still being winded because it's windy, you know. And if you've ever danced in like not so good weather, you know that your throat starts burning, baby. Oh my God. So definitely everybody was a good sport. Everybody did what they were supposed to do. I want to say probably like 7-8 angles. The only angle that I couldn't do was the back, and I was so mad at that because I parked my car all the way down because we were in a parking garage on US campus. And I parked thinking that I wasn't going to need that angle. And I needed it so bad. I was so mad. So that's one of the tips that I will say that you need to remember, or that you can write down, is that whenever you're doing a dance visual, it's really good to even get the angles that you're not going to use. Only because I will say that it's a missed opportunity for something else, if that makes sense. Vlogging is something that's going to take me a little minute. And just having a YouTube in general, because it's really hard to step away from the camera and look into the camera and start talking. So anyways, we did that. I got home, I offloaded all of the clips. I use Premiere Pro for my editing process. I think that it gives me enough range to be creative but also efficient. So I love them, and I'm an Adobe user as well. I love their Photoshop. I love their Lightroom. That's how I edit all my photos. So most definitely I did that. I gave her my first edit. I gave her the next day. So my turnaround time was 1 day. I definitely am so proud of this video. I think it's also because it was only a minute long. So future videographers, whenever you're doing your prices, you have to think about the fact that, are you in school? Do you have jobs? I was off for 2 days also after I shot it, so I could get everything that I needed done before I had to go back to work. I don't go back to school for another 2 weeks, so if I had another project, it would have been the same really fast turnaround. But I will say that me learning what I know now as well is that whenever you're giving somebody a turnaround rate, you always want to make sure that you exceed their expectations. They can always come back for more. Another tip, like I said, just so that you can remember, is get as much angles as possible. The one thing that I will say is that it gave me so much to choose from that the video became more dynamic because of the fact that I could switch angles all I wanted. One more tip before I go is that I really feel like you should learn your program before you start editing, because that way the video becomes you and you don't become the video. And what I mean by that is that I know what I wanted, and I knew that Premiere Pro would allow for me to do it, so that's how it got done. Okay, so I want to say that probably every video I'm going to at least leave you with 3 tips that I think is going to help you. Leave a comment down below about the things, you know, that maybe were useful, maybe not useful. We're all learning. This is a learning space. This is a very cool, calm. I'm on the sofa. I'm chilling. Just because I didn't, like I said, wanted it to be so stuffy. I don't want this YouTube channel to feel like I'm a teacher and you need to listen to me. Like, no, I'm not. This isn't this type of space. And I'm not this type of person. I think that that's too serious, and it's not that serious. Like I said, without further ado, this is Dammn Baby, the dance visual pregnancy reveal. Let me know what you think.
Dammn, baby, baby. I gotta hear me. Dammn, baby, baby. Damn. You sing my songs, striking me down, not good for my body. I change it up, cause there ain't nothing like having your own body. My name's been struck, I've never been afraid to switch on down on me. And you show me love, right being original. And kinda make the shake the room, bang bang, and don't get it. You gotta get up off that great night. Anybody tell you what you can't do? Shut that down automatic. And I guarantee that falling What you want go? What you want go? What you want go? A brand new movement that started with a conversation in a cafe. It's all about love, and that way you're gonna never look worse.